back for items instead of damage.
You should have red in time, though. Yeah, there it is. So, 0-4, you know, here's his window back in, having the previous mega health, just barely keeping him alive after that fight. But he did capitalize on 150 armor, and Rafa will only have 50 armor to his name. And right now, no weapons, really. Lightning gun. Set.
But as always, the real trick is catching Rafa off guard. And up there's a nice rocket jump. Rafa's going to be caught in the middle of this thing. And 0-4 pulls together another frag. Rafa's going to be spawning mid-map. 0-4 not quite effectively leaving that fight before he takes too much damage. And that opens up red armor. That was maybe a mistake for 0-4 to stick up on top there for too long.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that he wanted to make Rafa as weak as possible with the guess that he'd be able to get the shot on the red armor grab. The shot was wide, and that gave Rafa a chance back in. That being said, he's back for Mega. It's his. 8 minute 15 expired, and I'm gonna go take a look at Rafa in just a few seconds. He is indeed coming out of the passageway that 0-4 expects. Rafa doubles back again, and here's where the fight's gonna break out. Rafa needing to be very careful about this fight. 0-4 rocket jumping in sort of a weird fashion, and
he was not wanting to really commit to that. I think he just wanted to throw out one more little shot, see what he could get out of it, and kind of burn off a little more time. But burning off that time means he loses out for armor. Rafa, though, is going to be fairly weak coming off of this. 139 only. No yellow armor on this side of the map means that Rafa coming back to mid is going to be facing a fully stacked 0-4, doing more damage. And Rafa spawning at shotgun. 0-4 is going to be able to come down on top of him very quickly either way.
He was late. Oh my god.
Late to Mega.
Yeah, 0-4. Not expecting Rafa to spawn right there. Was checking all of the avenues except for Mega. And Rafa gleefully spawning right at Mega. And look at this. Pop, pop, pop. We'll get 3 rockets in a row in order to pick up 14th frag. That is an enormous turn of events. 0-4, I think, was looking for a potential comeback. But kind of got shut down there, so we're back to square one in terms of mounting that comeback. 0-4 looking for this frag, should be able to get it. Oh, close range, the shotgun. It almost puts 0-4 out of his misery. 4 frags separate, and we've got about 4 minutes left to go. 5 minutes left to go, whatever.
Yeah. Well, we see this thing go down from a 6-frag game to a 4-frag game, and 4 frags is still a hefty order on a map like No DM9. But Rafa nearly gets caught from the behind by 0-4. The shot does not quite connect. 0-4 a little bit frustrated at that, and actually making some redundant movements through this side of the map is going to be giving Rafa a lot of time to stack back up on yellow armor. So 0-4 is going to be very weak here, even with red armor coming up. 0-4, I don't see him escaping this. He's actually going to leave it, go back through the teleporter early, which was actually a good play, but Rafa was able to find him there and make him pay for it. Rafa's still rocking a very, very good stack here. And actually, his spam is not quite, well, all that effective as far as fighting 0-4. 0-4 is on the other end of the map, stacking back up on a little bit of shards here. But what is he expecting to get out of this? Yellow armor, I mean, he's still going to have to decide, do I stick around for Mega? If I go up top, I'll be a little bit safer, but this is risky. But Rafa's actually late for it, just like 0-4 was before. This gives 0-4 a bit of an opportunity, but again, he doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know where to attack Rafa from. And by the time Rafa comes back to the teleporter, 0-4 is completely lost. Yeah.
Yeah, that entire time he was thinking, well, I'll get what I can get, but I need the lightning gun. And here is where 0-4 has an opportunity. With this yellow armor, now he can go hunting. Now Rafa only having the red armor, but of course 0-4 hasn't really done any damage against Rafa, so the stack for Rafa is quite solid. 0-4 getting bumped into the lava, rocket jumping back to the red.
0-4 eating a lot of damage there. I mean, he's still down by 5 frags, and that, again, is quite a long ways to go on this map.
Yeah,
0-4, no armor. Yeah, I'm sure right now he's kind of going, shit, I do wish there was a yellow on this side of the map. But red armor is going to be up in a few more seconds. 0-4 has already dived down for it. Here comes Rafa from behind to make the attack. Even though it's still in the way, Rafa has the frag. 16-10 now, and this is starting to look dire.
Yeah, that might have done it.
0-4.
course, this is just the
First of best of
stop.
5. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And if Rafa ends up taking 3 maps on this set, we're going to be seeing another set.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of Quake.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Though, I mean, when we saw Rafa 04 go head-to-head first, it was a 2-0, and it was this map part of the order there?
No, it was Aerowalk and T4.
T4, right.
Which is actually our next stop, I believe.
So if 04 can pull together those other 2 maps, then he's still got a full map ahead of Rafa for the first set. So this is doable for him to shut out. Obviously, the pressure is on 04. I don't think he really wants to let this thing go to his second set. Fatigue is going to become a factor there.
Yeah.
Oof. But even for Rafa taking away this game, I mean, it's been very, very close. Rafa's walked into a few silly rocks and grenades, actually. I'm sorry, not grenades.
Yeah, 29 and 27 are the lightning inaccuracies. 33 and 30 are the respective for Rafa and 04 for Rockets. Just a little curious about those accuracies.
There we go. Rafa finally being caught. I mean, if this had happened 3 minutes ago, I think this would still be doable. 04 still has a long way to go in the next, what, 1 minute and 25 seconds? Not quite
no
that rocket jump. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Not quite what I intended! Alright guys, so I think this may be a wind down here to the next map, which should be T4. I don't want to call it just yet, but with 1 minute and 6 frag deficit, quite a call on this map, which is essentially DM13. I mean, the geometry, even though it's shrunk a little bit, it doesn't lend well to spawn frags very well, given that most of the time your opponent's going to spawn behind a wall. You can't just muscle in on them. So, we're going to go straight into the next map, I hope. It should be T4, and I think it's probably going to be one of the most intense T4s that we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if the first T4 was any indication.
And I think the fact that the 04 has been keeping the same pace throughout the entirety of this match without really giving anything away, not just kind of throwing in the white flag, I think that'll keep his mind fresh for T4.
Yeah. I mean, the LG accuracy is about 28% for 04, but in most cases, I think Rafa, when it came down to it, Rafa won the LG fight.
Yeah, true. All right, here we go, guys. We have ourselves a countdown. 04 versus Rafa in the upper bracket final. We saw 04 take down Rafa here.
And it was one hell of a smackdown, too, so.
Absolutely. 04 following Rafa through the teleporter with Plasma, getting a lot of damage off. That's going to be all of Rafa's Mega Health burned on off, but by this time Rafa's been able to pick up Rocket Launcher and Yellow Armor. That gives the Railgun side of the map to 04, but now being at the back of this...
Rocket to the face.
And that second one nearly took down 04 as well, so 04 hasn't quite had an opportunity to try out his brand spanking new Railgun yet.
Yeah. I got a toy, and I'm going to use it.
And no rocket launcher for him yet either. Rafa eats a rail though. Very nice work. But by this time, Rafa should have a rail of his own. There it is. Rafa at 10 health. Going very sneaky. Or maybe
I mean, that's the fact that Rafa just now exposes himself to 04 on this map, on this of all maps, that is just a testament to the guy's ability to read where his opponent's going to be.
Watching Rafa now is kind of amusing with all the spam that 04 is tossing out. Rafa's just sitting there like London during the Blitzkriegs, you know? All right. But Rafa is able to stack back up 84-56.
You're going to get hate mail, man.
What?
You're going to get hate mail.
What? I get enough hate IRC and ESR. I'm okay with it. But Rafa, it was absolutely amazing for him. He never gave up a frag there. even down to 10 health, he was able to stay silent.
Yeah, that was incredible.
To get back up to where he needs to be. And now it's going to be a play for this armor. He ends up eating one rail, but that's okay because he's able to grab YA away and take that away from 0-4. He's still weak here. And again, is he just going silent or is he just limping? It's kind of hard to tell sometimes when he's that low.
I think honestly, he's just trying to. He knows that if he gets fragged, then 0-4 gets free reign, especially with Mega coming up right now.
There it is, but 0-4, deja vu all over again. 0-4 is ready to plug him up with plasma. Still no frag though. Rafa has been playing this battle with
There it is.
And finally 0-4 finds him with the rail, takes away the first frag. And I think Rafa was looking for a little bit of MG to try to weaken down his opponent. But 0-4 is still very strong off of this. But look at the rail. He must have picked up his own rail that he found out. But there it is. 2-on-0. Rafa getting an FML spawn right in the ghetto. Tough spawn indeed.
Oh, God.
But look at that, keeping us back to the wall, and 0-4's rockets are not quite hitting that machine gun towards 0-4 up. And now he's going to be,
Yes. Little off the top, sir. Oh, my God. 3-0. 0-4 is just barely surviving, and now down to 5 health, ducking for the 25. He can only find one before Rafa finds him with his railgun and gets on the board himself, 1-3. And this is actually pretty huge for Rafa. The timing of this means he gets to control rail over to 0-4. Yeah, all he's got is machine gun and will travel. Rafa, a bit weak, but having the weapons he needs in order to make something happen. Nice deny of the rocket by Rafa. Although, all for naught, they're just... Okay, fine. You know what? You want to get up on me, boy? I'm going to blow us both up. Yeehaw.
And that is actually really dangerous for 0-4. That upsets the balance of this thing. 0-4 is going to be bereft a railgun for now. And Rafa's going to have, if not the positional advantage, then the weapon advantage. Maybe not if these rockets keep doing exactly what they are. 0-4 going, all right, I've got this one in the bag. Finally finishing him off with machine gun, not taking too much damage in the meantime. And now he's back on top. 4-1 right now. Just about 4 minutes into this, 0-4 finally picking himself up a rail. He's got the one rocket left. He's got to head back to mid here pretty soon. Rafa is actually holding up in there very effectively. Nice plasma though. 0-4 eating a bit of splash, down to 35 health. This is tenuous for him. He wants the frag, he wants to do the damage, he wants to get into mid, but Rafa is stiff arming him like nothing else.
You know, I'm giving some thought to, like, just watching this game. Just letting it unfold. Just sort of out of reverence to the map and who is playing on it.
Absolutely.
I think I just want to watch this game.
Don't even want to broadcast anymore, just want to watch. 0-4 pulling off another beautiful rail, 5-on-1. Again, if 0-4 pulls together 3 maps in the series, it's his. Rafa's gone. He's shut down, and 0-4 is the king of the Quake 3 Cup. But he's got a long way to go. I mean, was the third map going to be Aerowalk? I believe it was.
Yes.
Okay, so that was the other one that he pulled together in the best of 3 during the upper bracket final. Another beautiful rail.
Anticipating the spawn.
Anticipating the spawn, getting away with 4 health. This is where Rafa could potentially turn it back around even with machine gun, but Rafa doesn't know exactly where to catch 0-4 right now. Picking up the 50 health plus an armor, 0-4 is back in this very strong. Rafa going aggressive is not going to be getting anything out of that.
You know, it's the kind of thing where I think a lot of people don't really realize like how important even a moment like what we just saw a few seconds ago was. 0-4 anticipating the spawn, not necessarily to just get a spawn frag, but actually to save his life. Because had he turned his eyesight anywhere else, he would have been fragged.
Oh, very nice rocket. I was wondering if we were going to see Rafa bring something different to the table than what we saw in the previous match between them on this map. Apparently, this is looking like rinse and repeat for 0-4. T4 is definitely his game, and actually, this is looking even stronger for 0-4 now.
Yeah. Oh, this
11-1. This is insane.
Yeah. Why play this against Z4? Just say GG in next map.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Beautiful
0-4. I mean, he is in the zone right now. Back up top of the map. We're looking for yellow armor, but instead getting a bit more damage on Rafa. And Rafa's actually, okay, this is where I actually want to say that. It looks like Rafa's actually having...
Good game, go to next.
Okay,
there it is.
There we go. Lagging too much to win this map, really. 66 ping.